If you're an executive assistant who manages business travel, you know that booking the flight is the easy part. It's the rest of it. The where should we meet, the 14 different arrival times, the budget that keeps changing, the roaming disasters that can make you want to yeet your laptop out the window. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 tools that make business travel so much easier to manage: Troop, Flighty, and eSim Copilot. I'm Alicia from EA How To, and I help executive assistants work smarter, not harder, especially when it comes to travel, events, and all of the how does this just magically happen parts of the job. If you organise in-person meetings, off-sites, or any kind of group travel, this video is for you. I'll walk you through what each tool does and how you can use it in your day-to-day EA life. Let's talk about Troop first, because this one can genuinely change how you plan in-person meetings and off-sites from the very beginning. Troop is an all-in-one meeting planning platform designed specifically to simplify planning in-person meetings and group travel. It's built for executive assistants who are juggling multiple attendees, locations, budgets, and logistics. Instead of having one document for locations, a spreadsheet for budgets, 10 different email threads for flights, and a random Teams chat with all of the, oh, by the way, I'm gluten-free and I want to stay 2 additional days, all those messages, Troop pulls all of those pieces into one platform. The goal is plan smarter with real data on locations, travel time, and costs. Plan faster because there's no more manually building comparison spreadsheets. And to plan more confidently because you can see travel, logistics, attendees, and budgets clearly in one place. So let's break down some specific ways you can use Troop. Firstly, you can compare scenarios and choose the best meeting city. You can evaluate potential meeting cities based on where everyone is traveling from. The platform lets you instantly compare locations by things like total travel time, estimated flight costs, carbon footprint, and more. So instead of guessing or spending an entire afternoon on Google Flights, you plug in your attendees and their origin cities, and Troop shows you which locations make the most sense. As an EA, this is incredibly powerful when you need to go back to your executive and say, we compared 3 cities. City A saves the team a total of 6 hours travel and about $4,000 compared to City B, and so on. That is exactly the kind of strategic, data-backed recommendation that positions you as a partner, not just a booker. Once the location is confirmed, Troop helps you manage the logistics. Their flight timeline feature gives you a clear visual view of who's arriving when, making it easy to coordinate transfers from the airport, spot late arrivals or tight connections, plan for anyone who needs an extra night. Behind that timeline, Troop's flight list and hotel list automatically compile all attendee travel details into one centralized view. You can upload confirmations, track status, keep everything together instead of chasing email threads. You can share updated lists with travel partners or hotel teams. This means you can eliminate manual spreadsheets and still keep everyone aligned and up to date. And then there's the budget. Troop helps you keep your budget under control and visible. It tracks your meeting costs through different stages, estimate, working, and actuals, so you can see at a glance where you're sitting. As you plan, costs from things like flights, accommodation, meeting spaces, agenda items, or activities flow through your meeting budget. This gives you real-time visibility from the first estimate all the way through to the final spend. From an EA perspective, this is gold because you can stay on target, you can build trust with finance by having clear data-backed numbers, and you can stay in control of every dollar instead of discovering overspend after the fact. And finally, Troop has attendee management features that help you keep track of RSVPs, bookings, preferences, and communications so that nothing falls through the cracks. The outcome is that every attendee feels looked after and you're not scrambling through emails trying to remember who can't do shellfish. The second tool I want you to know about is Flighty. Flighty is a flight tracking app for iOS that gives you real-time updates on flights, including delays and cancellations. It pulls together flight data into a clean interface and can often alert you to issues before the airline app does. Some key capabilities that are especially helpful for EAs are real-time status and delay alerts. You can see if a flight is running late, diverted, or cancelled, and get very fast notifications. Calendar and TripIt integration. Flighty can import flights from your calendar or services like TripIt, so you're not manually retyping details. Connection awareness. Newer versions include features that analyze connecting itineraries and flag tight connections so travellers know if they're at risk of missing a flight. EAs can use Flighty by adding your executives' work trips into Flighty so you have one place to monitor, turning on notifications so you're the first to know about a delay, gate change, or cancellation, using the live updates to proactively rebook connections or notify meeting organisers if your executive is going to be late. It's basically your eyes on the sky so you don't have to refresh the airline app 30 times. And finally, we have eSim Copilot. eSim Copilot is an intelligent mobile connectivity assistant built for businesses. It helps you manage and distribute eSIMs and mobile plans, and it can be used directly inside tools like Microsoft Teams, Slack, and WhatsApp. eSim Copilot makes it super easy to manage corporate mobile plans, get employees connected to mobile networks quickly, handle things like global roaming and eSIM orchestration in a central, secure environment. This is huge for executive assistants. When you're sending executives or team members overseas, one of the big friction points is mobile connectivity. Will their phone work when they land? Do they have the right roaming plan? Who handles it if something goes wrong? With eSim Copilot, companies can provide and manage eSIM-based mobile plans centrally, help employees get connected in minutes via familiar tools like Teams, and support global roaming in a more controlled, scalable way. So from an EA perspective, instead of emailing back and forth with IT and a mobile vendor, you have a structured way for your organisation to handle connectivity for frequent travellers. So those are 3 of the tools I recommend for executive assistants who manage business travel. Troop to plan meetings and offsites end-to-end, compare locations, manage logistics, track budgets, and look after attendees. Flighty to keep eyes on every flight with real-time, fast alerts and a clean view of your travel day. And eSim Copilot to help your organisation manage mobile plans and roaming so travellers stay connected without chaos. If you're new here, EA How To is the most valuable community for executive assistants. And in 2025 alone, we hosted 79 events for EAs all over the world. We covered everything from AI and automations to career development, salary conversations, imposter syndrome, and so much more. If you want to go deeper, get personalised support, and join a community that genuinely invests in your growth, take a look at EA How To Plus. It's where you'll find exclusive events, webinar replays, group coaching, templates and resources, and a community of EAs who get what your job is really like. I'd love to support you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.